we are going to be talking about our software engineering project, PowerShell.
Do you frequently order food from restaurants?
Have you been consuming street food for a long time? Researchers have found the usage of substandard ingredients and overheated oils being used in the restaurants and street food, which has led to a drastic increase in the number of cardiac patients and cholesterol levels among people.
This has given rise to an unhealthy environment and has decreased human lifespan abruptly. There stands a need for establishment of a new system that could bring a change to the world.
To overcome all these issues, our team came up with PowerChef. PowerChef provides enticing part-time job opportunities for chefs as well as food enthusiasts that lets full control of health in the hands of the customers. Sounds interesting, right? Well, there's more.
BowerSafe enables customers to send invites to chefs and request them to come over for cooking customized food as per customers' demand. They can live track booked chef on their way to their home.
A ranking is maintained among chefs according to the ratings given by the customers. These ratings are visible only to the chefs for self evaluation and enhancement of skills. Moreover, chefs get liberty to work in accordance with this bill without overburdening. Seems like a dream, right? A job where you can manage your workload? Well, one of your dreams just came true. In the development of the project, agile methodologies, to be specific, Scrum, are what we have followed here. The plan of action was designed by keeping in mind all the risks, requirements, and reinforcements in case something goes wrong. Apart from that, use cases and sprints were constructed to achieve cross-team clarity and execute high-quality work at a faster pace. The meetings conducted at regular intervals left no room for doubts and flaws.
To begin with, the project was built on Java. Thus, the first and foremost requirements for setting up the project was installing JDK and JRE. Next comes working IDEs, which were IntelliJ and Android Studio in our case. It tremendously enhanced productivity and we end up saving immense time. Finding bugs is one of the most tedious tasks for developers. However, IDEs made our task relatively simple. Since the app was to be hosted on a server, thus access to internet service was a must. So, there has been the involvement of three kinds of users in this project. 1. Developers. These are the ones who were assigned the task of designing, planning, building, programming, testing, debugging the application. It was their responsibility to keep in mind the comfort of the user and implement all features accurately and efficiently. Number 2. Chefs. The end user who gets absolute control of designing the menu. The users control whether they want to work for the customers or not. They have to upload a detailed profile of themselves and a pure menu that possesses high flexibility. Number 3. Customers. This is the primary target audience. Here the customer is the one who requests the nearby chefs to come over and cook for him. He can customize the food in any way he wishes to. Based on his experience with the chef, he can rate the chef, which later gets converted into score, further contributing to the rank of the chef.
We came up with 17 user stories with a combined weight of 83. User stories became a standard medium of communication among the teammates and summarized all the functionalities of the application both technically and non-technically.
As mentioned earlier, there have been 17 user stories in total, where the average user story per sprint was 10. Our team was able to implement all the tasks in specific time with additional features, like ranking of chefs, picking of ingredients by the chef, and so on. Out of 8 sprints, we were able to implement all 8 of them.
There are some diagrams used by our team. Each of these diagrams had a crucial role to play while developing the application. This use case diagram precisely defines the structure and boundary of the application. It played a major role in visualizing the behavior of the system and object oriented analysis. After lots of thinking, we began drawing class diagram. And while doing that, half of our work was done. This is because class diagram gave us a clear, structured and organized picture of the application before writing down the code, which improved our efficiency tremendously and helped us in removing the errors, thus saving a lot of time. Then comes the activity diagrams. You can't imagine how this simple thing can make your application alive. I mean, you can see your application talking after taking a look at the activity diagram. You can get something really constructive out of this. Yes, that's the magic. In technical terms, it displays the message flow within the application. Sequence diagram. Sequence diagram is somewhat of a roadmap which, instead of taking you to places, rather describes the working of the units together as a whole. It gives you an idea of all the operations being performed in the application.
An ER diagram is rather similar to a class diagram but involves databases instead of classes of a program. Its primary usage is to analyze existing databases and resolve research events. I majorly worked on socket programming, server backend and cryptography, which involves communication between server and application. I kept in mind object serialization and suitable encryption algorithm for better performance of the task. I worked on class diagrams and sequence diagrams before starting with the program. I also made some contribution to server and application backend.
My primary contribution was in the field of designing, outlining of the UI, and databases including SQL model, which involved constructing and sketching of the UI, later performing the tasks while programming them. Some small contributions were also made by me in UI related backend.